God, I literally have one towel to clean this whole engine with.
Dude, like, look behind you.
Oh, I have a whole roll of towels
You're
to clean
good
this
now.
engine with. We are good now. God, look how much better that looks. Performance
That
machine work.
gasket is
Performance
gonna be
machine
so
work.
tight.
Gotta make this part look nice.
Look how shiny that is.
That right there is.
That's basically DCF.
No, this is.
This is John's seed.
This is John's seat. All right, everyone, back again with some budget content. You guys saw the video where we made 1,000 horsepower, over 1,000 horsepower for under $1,000, or right at $1,000. I built a 6-liter stock bottom end deal, 317 heads. The block's actually sitting in the corner. We took down to Cleveland Cars that a burnout, had a crank-driven ProCharger F1X on it. That might be out of budget for the $1,000, but the motor from like heads to oil pan was within the $1,000. Do you agree?
Yeah, that's
yeah. I mean, it was within that. I mean, if you guys have parts laying around,
you can't, you know, factor in the power
blower
adder.
Yeah, I mean, you need
obviously.
a power adder, but the actual engine itself. I'm not saying engine combination. I'm saying engine combination for $1,000. So we made that bitch probably made like 1,400 horsepower. So we were way ahead. Our horsepower per dollar, we were in the cents. Which, I mean, you talk about a ProLine ProCharger deal. For like 40 grand, you make like 3,000 horsepower, but here at LS Nasty, you make 1,400 horsepower for $1,000.
That's over a horsepower dollar. Think about.
So we're gonna beat last time's deal, and we're gonna do a motor here, an LS motor. We're gonna make 1,000 horsepower for $500. Yes, you heard it, $500. And how we're gonna do that is with cheap Summit head gaskets. So we're going to factor in the last motor, which we built for $1,000. We're going to take some parts off that and put that on here, so we save even more money, such as timing chain, cam gear, cam bolts, cam retainer plate. Heads, we're going to leave them all the same. They already have springs on it, so we save $300 right off the bat. So we're already at $700, not to mention those other ones. So I think we can do this well within budget. We're going to go a little different route with the power adder. We're not going to use the ProCharger. We are going to do a TDI turbo, which is like the new budget style turbo from the guys over at Force Inductions. So we're going to run like an 80 millimeter T6 turbo. So it has 96 backside on it, so it still makes some power. The block here, it's an iron block. It's a 4.8 liter. I was shysted, you could say. I was told it was a 5.3. And I pulled the head off. It's got a flat top piston. And I was like, here we go again. Another motor I just get the shaft on.
Wait,
but
so what's this going in?
This is going in Colorado. Yes.
Are you making the turbo kit now since you made the Zoomies?
Yes. So, you guys know the deal with the last one where we made the. It took me 9 months to build a set of Zoomies, but I think that it paid off because it made like literally the most ridiculous burnout of my entire life. Like my ears were still ringing. So we're gonna change it up, and the last one was ProCharger with Zoomies, and this one's going to be single turbo with like some bullhorns, and I'm gonna do the fab work on it as well. Not a good aluminum welder. I could weld stainless all right, but I can't weld aluminum. I just burn big holes in it all the time. So it's probably gonna look like it's got measles and have big holes in it. But we're not talking about the turbo kit or anything on this. We are talking about the horsepower per dollar, and we are going to build a 1,000 horsepower LS motor for $500 or better. So what I'm doing right now is, I don't recommend this, but we're cleaning the deck surface off. There's a lot of schmutz on there, as you can see. This block was probably not maintained well. It's a little weird when I got it. It had RTV on the water pump gaskets, which means someone had it on and off, and then it had like single layer AutoZone head gaskets. So for some reason they had it off. I found 2 lifters that were collapsed, so that was probably it. Oh, also we're saving money. I spent $200 on the last set for lifters, and I'm going to reuse those lifters even though we had engine failure. So right now we're
not even getting into the budget yet.
We're $500. We are going. Dude, what if I make 1,000 horsepower for $100?
God.
that would just be insane. That would
that ratio right there is God.
That's insane. And you don't have to wait on anyone else to do it, because I mean you're just doing it here in your garage. So I got this side pretty much surfaced. I'm just taking a lot of like the shit off of it. Phil had a set of those head gaskets, $37 for multi-layer head gaskets.
That's where you got those from.
What?
That's where you got those from.
Summit.
Phil, yeah.
Yeah, those are Phil's.
Oh, I figured, yeah.
Who else around here has Summit parts?
Exactly.
Multi-layer 5.3 head gaskets. I did have LS9 head gaskets on the other ones, which were breaking the bank. They were coming in about $76. So now, literally cut that in half, $35, and we're good to go. So we're also reusing the head bolts, which I think I used last time, so I didn't have that factored in. And we're using the camshaft. It's a custom ground camshaft by myself. It started life as a BTR Stage 3 LS3 all motor camshaft, and then I put my hands on it and turned it into a badass LS Nasty blower cam, and I might touch it up again one last time to make it a solid turbo cam. So that's the game plan. One thing that is very important is oil pump. I put a Chinese oil pump on the last 6-liter I built, and it literally went around the block. I had no oil pressure and started rod knocking. So I hope I didn't throw away the oil pump off of that other motor, which I'm tending, I think I did. Oh no, wait, there it is right there. Look at that, just sitting on the ground.
You knew.
Chilling.
You knew.
Just chilling. So oil pump, we're good there. Timing chain, cam gear, good to go. Cam bolts, I got ARP cam bolts, we could reuse those. Cam retainer plate, save that off this. I mean, dude, we're looking good.
Is there anything else you're gonna have to buy? Or are you set?
No, I'm actually going to put the truck balancer back on it too. The other one had an ATI balancer, which I don't think I factored in. But we're going to run the truck balancer, and then I'm going to get a truck alternator, because the truck was running on 16-volt system with a 16-volt alternator and electric pumps, and I was going to convert it back over to 12-volt, and I'm putting all the 16-volt stuff with the race car. It's a little bit more fitting there. So, yeah, that's going on our no prep build. So if you haven't checked that out, we're getting to the no prep game. We're learning how to pour puddles and all this shit. So yeah, it's badass. But I'm going to deck the other side of this, use my precision eye, and we should get it good to go. And guys, just know, 1,000 horsepower for $500. No one on the market has the power ratio that I put out. I mean, just don't hit me up and ask me to build your motor, because I'm not doing it. Because I got a million phone calls and emails about the last one, building you 1,000 horsepower for $1,000. And I'm just solely giving you a guideline of how you can do it at home yourself. You just have to go to your buddy's shops and ask them, like, hey, can I take your used parts, and then sift through there and then put it together. But honestly, it lived way better than I ever thought it would. It actually ended up dying because of a bearing failure, and it was geared, like, it was probably making like 40 or 50 pounds of boost with a Pro Charger on alcohol. So yeah, I'd say it's a pretty well informative intro to what we're gonna do in today's video.
Yeah.
Gotta wipe the grease off of it before you hit it. Freshly surfaced deck, ready for the copper head gasket. Had a little issue with copper head gasket spray. I'm gonna blame the cold weather, not the heavy finger, but it was running a little bit. But I think we got it figured out. Made a Facebook post on Boosted LSX about running the 317 heads. Everyone said don't run the 317 heads, and I like a challenge, so we're gonna run the 317 heads. Mainly because I don't have any other valve seals, so if I switch the springs I'll put valve seals on it, and I don't have them, so we're just going to alleviate that whole issue, and we'll slap 317s on here. What we got to do now is I got to clean out the lifters to the best of my ability, and clean out the oil pan. Oil pump, we'll take apart and we'll clean up, so we'll do that real quick. Put some assembly lube in there, so it should be good to go. Got this the badass Permatex assembly lube. Permatex assembly lube. You got to use all the lube. So we'll put that in the oil pump. We'll reuse the oil pump. We'll reuse the camshaft. We'll reuse the front cover bolts, ARP cam bolts. Got to get some Loctite. Got to Loctite all the shit up. Push rods, valve springs, rock arms with the trunnion upgrade. All that stuff we'll reuse from the other motor. Valley or lifter trays. I think I probably got a set of lifter trays. Oh, I got a set of lifter. The LTs run the same lifter tray. I got a set of link bar lifters for my LT motor, so I could use just the GM lifter trays put in there, so we'll be good to go. And honestly, this motor is impressive. Cam bearings look really good, so I'm hoping the other bearings look good, and it's like a low mileage 4.8, and we should be good to go. Guys, if you have an LS motor in your vehicle, just change the oil for the next guy, because I'm getting tired of pulling this shit apart, and it looks like Fido's ass in here. They just change your damn oil. Run Shell Rotella and everything. It's cheap. When you go to Jiffy Lube, they put Shell Rotella in there, and just change your oil like every, I don't know, I mean, I feel like y'all change your oil at damn 50,000 miles. I mean, let's tone it back to at least 25,000. Help a brother out. Front cover gasket, I got a BTR kit. Oil pan gasket, got a BTR kit. Rear cover gasket, never took that off. Probably should switch it though, because more than likely it would leak once I put it in the truck, especially when you put some boost to it. Well, I do have proper crankcase ventilation, as you can see by my Motion Raceworks breathers. So, I guess there's nothing else to do but put it together now. We'll slap the cam in there, put the lifters in it, and we'll go. Dot to dot, so I gotta find the dot here, because that was a very controversial topic when the truck was running bad. Everyone said I put the cam in there wrong, but really, it was just something with the rod. So, when I say dot to dot, the camshafts come with this little locator hole on there, and it makes it like dummy proof, so you can't mess it up. As long as you find the dot on here, which is hard as hell to find. There it is, I found it. Put the dot pointed up. Then we'll slap the cam in there and put all that shit on there.
No rust.
I mean, it looks good. You can see here where it was nicked up. God, there's one right in the middle, right where the damn lifter is going to go. Other than that, I mean, it feels good. You think I need to clean it up anymore, or should I just run it?
No, just send it. It's fine.
I already have the whiz wheel out, though.
No, I think it's...
You think it's good?
I think it's fine.
All right. Who wants to lube me up? Trey, you want to lube me up?
The lube them.
Just lather on up here.
Way down.
Yeah, just go like halfway so I don't get it all over my left hand. I don't mind if I get lube in my right hand. God, you're going heavy with the lube. Jeez. Or go right to that.
That's how you
middle
liked
one.
it before.
All right, perfect, right there. Oh, don't get it's dripping. Don't let it get on you there.
Trey, look at that wrist action.
I know.
All right. It is very important not to nick the cam bearing when you put it in there. Only if you guys had the camera rolling when I pulled that cam out. It sounded like a damn musical in here. It's a little tight right there. All right, lube me up the rest of the way. Key to a good cam removal or cam install is a nice long screwdriver. Get some leverage on it. Oh, that's nice.
Look at that.
That's nice.
That's well lubed.
That is nice. Stick this guy right in there. And then you could like lift up on it to keep the end of the camshaft from dipping down. Oh, she's sliding in there. God, it gets tight. That's concerning to me.
No, that means bearings are good.
Fresh bearings.
Exactly. It's probably, you know, like a 15,000 mile motor like all of them are.
Look at that. Boy! Cam install set. That went in there pretty good.
You had them all
Right here. We're hiding them. They were hiding.
I knew
They were hiding behind Trey's
somewhere.
Justin work boots because he's a farmer. Look at them. Put them on camera.
These is areas, cuz these ain't just.
You know what they say about guys that wear square-toed boots?
What's that?
This here is my $500 box of all the parts that I took off my last motor. Oh, I have my lifter trays in here. And the lifters, what do you know? A couple of them did hit the floor. They took some hard falls, but I think they'll be all right. So what I am gonna do, I'm gonna spray all this stuff off with brake clean so it gets nice and clean. A lot of metal coming out of these. Randy from Johnson Lifter, he probably doesn't watch my videos, but if he does watch this at lunch, he's like, probably like, hey guys, come here, look at this idiot. Yeah.
Look at that big piece right there.
Yeah, I know. It's everywhere. It's the. Well, I think it's the abundance of little pieces, which is more concerning to me.
I think some of that copper overcoat too.
Yeah, potentially.
Everywhere.
I'm almost done. I got like what seems to be 38 left. Yeah, it's a shit. That's it right there, Bo. I'd say it's dot to dot. It's got a little slack in it. But no matter which way it
Where are our
goes.
dots for the camera?
Dot right there and then dot right there. So it's a dot to dot and it's lined up with its holes in the cam. So let's make sure it's in time. If you don't have it dot to dot, it'll raise hell. All right, stick them in there. Morning when I pulled this thing out the trailer, it had a blown up motor, and now it's getting a new
Less blown up motor.
oh, less blown up motor, yeah. 4.8 massive cam.
Moon
Oh.
boost.
Oh. Shove these two in there. Those two are ready. Wes, like I almost made it through the whole night without getting my hands all dirty.
I know.
All right, so all we have left to do is torque the heads down and bolt the front cover on. Probably won't put the oil pan on it tonight just because I have to clean it out, and the oil pan, the oil filter, and all that stuff I really need to get clean for even just a chance that this thing stays alive. So we'll do that tomorrow. So we'll get the intake bolted on, the valley cover bolted on, and then we should be good to go. So we just got to do the torque sequence, not to 110 like we're used to with our half-inch stuff, only to like what, 90?
75.
75 is all it goes to? Shut the hell up. Oh god. I can't believe that's what 76 feels like. And we were torquing them to 110 the other day. Actually I can, that's not bad. Got this big old motor put together, 4.8 317 heads. I've been doing nothing but trolling the internet, Facebook, Turbo Bullet, all of them about this build. Everyone's like, don't run the 317 heads. We're running the 317 heads. I'm looking for a massive large frame turbo because everyone's like, it won't spool up. It's got 7-to-1 compression, and I'm gonna make it spool. I got a nitrous plate on there, and I put I think this got put on upside down, maybe. I think RIP. We put our new HOLLEY elbow on there, so no more black elbow. I got the billet elbow there. We got to get the nitrous stuff, solenoids hooked up, and we're going to run nitrous to help spool the turbo. But yeah, that's the plan, is just put it in the truck with a massive turbo, drive it around on E85 non-intercooled, and then spool it up with nitrous. So Petty John is back in action and just doing this all just to be petty, really. So we're going to get this set in there, and then Phil and I are going to build a turbo kit, put the hood back on it, and then drive it around. That's the plan. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. This is the turbo build, or sorry, this is the motor build for 1,000 horsepower under $500. So our horsepower per dollar ratio is great. The only things I bought the motor complete with a set of heads, which I didn't even use. I swapped out those heads. I was in $150 for the motor. I had the oil pan. I pretty much had everything else. I had to buy head gaskets. I had to buy front and rear cover gasket, new crank bolt, a bunch of brake clean, a couple whiz wheel discs. I have to buy new spark plugs for it. Other than that, that might be it. So we'll call it $500. We'll round up to $500. So you're gonna see us make 1,000 horsepower for $500. So thank you guys for watching. Comment, subscribe. Oh, very important information. 2 things. Be sure to go and subscribe and click that. Click the bell so you guys get notifications. And then also, the first link in the description below will have information for a training day for the storm work that we do. So if you guys are interested in doing some of that work, all the information for that training day here in Erwin, North Carolina will be available there. Time, date, location, and what we'll be doing and what the requirements are to do the storm work that we do. So if you guys are interested, it'll be the first link in the description below, so check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, hit that notifications button, and we'll see you guys in tomorrow's upload.